All right. Hello, hello, hello there. How's it going? I hope everybody's doing well. For whoever doesn't know me, my name is Alan. So today we're going up with the second live of the day. The first one I did an hour ago. So now we're here. The second one just to get the night crowd. It's now 12:45 a.m. and we're gonna see what kind of people is gonna show up, what questions they're gonna ask. Most likely, they will start asking about love, love, relationships, career, and there's all sorts of stuff going on. So we're just gonna wait for a little bit until people start actually showing up slowly. So yeah, today is January 8th, 2026. So far, it's been a minute. Only had a couple peeps joining. I'm gonna start shuffling my cards and so we can see what's going on. And we also got we got a counter. Just wonder how that's gonna be. I just wonder how that's gonna be. Change this here. Reactions, and reactions also. Cool. All right, we're just gonna wait. I'm supposed to probably put on some music, right? But I don't know how that's gonna go. I don't know how that's gonna go. Best girlfriend 2000. Thanks for following. Yeah, I can get you one card. I can get you one card, best girlfriend. Do you have a specific question, or would you like just to have a card pulled up with a message? My best girlfriend is asking, does my boyfriend still love me? The question is, does my boyfriend still loves me? What do we have for this person? Okay. All right. So we got the magician. The magician is a card of manifestation. Okay. On your question on, does my boyfriend still loves me? I would, on a gamble of yes or no, upright for the magician, which is a very good card. I would give it a yes. Number two, it is very possible, yes, that he still loves you. Um, but ask yourself, what are your skills at the moment, right? Do you guys actually sit down? Do you actually have a conversation? Are you being completely realistic with your environment or with your relationship with this person? The Magician indicates that you can manifest anything you need at this moment. You got all the tools and all the skills. But are you aware of that? Are you making sure you get to use that properly? Right? So ask yourself, have you actually sit down? Have you had a conversation? Do you guys check on each other? You don't, because he doesn't have a phone. So the fact that, do you think that maybe the fact that he does not have a phone at the moment also makes him unreachable? So you shouldn't take that into consideration. So the only thing you can do really is trust. That's the only thing you can do at this moment, is just trust. Right? You trust him more than anything. Yeah. So you just can't let that insecurity actually hurt you. You know, don't become insecure because of that. That's where the magician comes from, also. Okay. If there is a problem finding him, having the communication, then, if you have a problem, then somehow we got to fix it. The fix would be what? You can't reach him, then he needs to have a phone. He needs to be reachable. Does that make sense? So just be practical. You got to be practical also. If the problem is that he does not have a phone, then he's got to get a phone so you can find him. But you can't let that insecurity take over you and put on all those doubts in your mind. That makes it, that is no good whatsoever for you. Hey, White Raven, how's it going? Alrighty. On the leaderboard, just try. Jesus Christ is the only solution for your problems. Yes. Jesus Christ will buy you the phone. Jesus Christ will cure your insecurities. Jesus Christ will do everything for you, honey. Sit down and believe it. All right. White Raven is asking, how are you? Have you been able to get a lot of subscribers? Oh, it's been pretty good. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Today has been quite slow, but it's been all right. Believe in Jesus Christ and you will be masculine. Oh, now he's got to talk about me being not masculine. Well, did you get off now? All right. Shit, you don't even have a damn picture. You must be ugly as fuck. It must be ugly as stuff, but oh my god, bud. You don't even have a damn picture. Ugly ass motherfucker. Yeah. You don't have a picture. You don't even have a picture. Eu posso mandar você tomar no cu e pra puta que o pariu. Quantas vezes eu quiser. Você tá entendendo? Você não tá, porque você é burro pra caralho. Tá vendo? Escalante, thank you so much for following. Do you have a question? Ooh, 3 dots. Thanks for following. Here we go. Valley, thank you so much for following. All right, let's get started. Our little friend helped us with the engagement we needed. Sucker. All right. Valeria, did Gavin actually love me? All right, Valeria is asking, did Gavin actually loves me? I think he did. All right, Valeria, we got the 8 of Cups on the upright. You see somebody having to walk away from his relationships all the way over here. All right. So in that connotation, I believe yes, he did love you, but something maybe he grew out of it. Maybe you guys did not resonate anymore with each other. Um, it is way more complex than that because you got feelings, you got expectations, and so does the other person. Does that make sense? But I believe he did love you, yes. He just walked away in it. You're welcome. All right, let's see the next one. Escalante. Nikki, will Roxy come back to me? Will Roxy come back to me? Nikki is asking, will Roxy come back to me? Thanks for following, Rodney. Appreciate it. Nikki, we got the Page of Cups on on a gamble of yes or no. That would have been a yes. The Page of Cups is a communication. It could be someone coming back with an apology. It could be someone with a love note. But surely it shows that somebody who is supposed to be coming. Okie dokie. Here. All right, bud. I'm done with you. Boom. All right, next one. 3 dots. Nick. Will me and the Mars get back together romantically? Nick is asking if him and the Mars are gonna get back together romantically. Nick is asking if him and the Mars are gonna get back together romantically. Ooh, Nick, it looks like we got the Five of Cups. So this is a card about relationships also. On the Five of Cups, we indicate a loss, grief, regrets, but being on the uprights, it's a hard 50-50. I would incline it as yes if we were looking for a yes or no. But for the card itself, it looks like some of you guys, either you or Damaris, needs to do some healing and get out of the grief. Okay. So I would instead on focusing on waiting for them to get back romantically, maybe focus on healing, on how you can live with or without that person. And then if that person shows up eventually, then profit, right? Sadika is asking, I want to know the current feelings of my Scorpio husband. No contact. Sadika, what card do we have for Sadika? Okay. The world. We got the world, Sadika. It looks like it might be the end of the line, or he may think that you are his world. Either way, one or the other. It really depends on how did you guys, stop talking. Deep Tishodari. Hello, when will Ashish talk to me or come back to me or his current feelings? All right. What's going on with Ashish? Indecisive. Mm-mm. I don't think it's happening. Deep for Ashish. I don't think it's happening. It don't look very good. That's the card of indecision. So I don't think that's happening. Nia, thank you so much for the gift. Nia, since you sent me a gift, I'll get you priority. I don't think like there's a whole lot of people watching anymore. Anyways, so we'll see here. Nia is asking, will I link up with Tyler soon? Will Nia link up with Tyler soon? Yes. Yes, Nia, it looks like it should happen at some point, but one of you guys in this party should most likely start getting the willpower, start getting the courage to come forward. Okay. You're welcome. Now we got unique like one. Hello. Will I know when I am healed or and ready for love? Yeah, you will know. I mean, how are you feeling yourself at this moment? All right, who's still here on TikTok? Who's still here on TikTok? I got Rodney. Rodney is asking, what does my future hold? Rodney, I don't necessarily do fortune telling, but I can get a card for you, bud. Fortune telling depends off the actions you guys took today and tomorrow. All right, Unique, let's get you a card. Unique. That's a Six of Swords on reverse. That's a card of someone that is supposed to leave, someone that's supposed to leave for better waters. In this case, you will know when you're healed, when you stop giving your time and your energy to people who do not appreciate you, when you finally decide to actually move on from these type of people. Okay. You will know when you're finally able to walk away from people that do not resonate with you. All right. Rodney is asking, will my relationship work out with Laura? All right, Rodney, on a quick gamble of yes or no, it would have been a no. But as I always say, the future is not set in stone. What is that? Anyways, the future is not really set in stone. So with the Emperor card showing up, maybe take into consideration um, how do you portray yourself? Are you fair? Do you actually have control over your life or situations? Ask yourself those questions. Do you only serve yourself or do you serve yourself and others? Does that make sense? So yeah, the emperor is someone who can take authority. He's got plenty of authority. So if you use your authority for bad things, guess what? People are gonna hate you. Pretty bad. If you're not fair to others, guess what? They're gonna go grow resentment. So take that into consideration. I don't know if that resonates with your current situation or not, but that's what the card is meant for, reflection. Okay. We got Amanda. Amanda is asking, did Stephen make this decision due to another woman on his mind? Surrender. Okay. Amanda, I don't think that was the case. That's the Nine of Wands on reverse. That's the card of surrendering or not trying anymore. So a lot of times we can go through all sorts of fields with our partners, And when when we talk to each other and we don't feel listen, or we don't feel like we um, anything that we say actually have any value, we just end up surrendering, or we just end up not trying anymore. So that is what the Nine of Wands is all about. um, Use that as reflection for your question. Okay. We got, who else we got watching? We got Ashley. We got Devora. Devora left a question. I don't think so. All right. We got Janae. Janae and Ashley and Nelda. All right. Janae, will he make a move soon? Will he make a move soon? I don't think so. Jay or Janae, I don't think this person will make a move soon. On a quick gamble of yes or no, I would have said no. And the Knight of Wands on reverse is also someone who can speak things in a very cruel manner. He can also have very hasty communication, so I don't think so. Deepti Shaw Dari saying, I'm tired. I don't even want a pinch of his thought, but it's been a year, cried day and night. I'm out of it, but still a bit left. Yeah, I would say the best you guys can do in those kind of situations is literally, find something else you occupy your mind with. Is, I'm not saying forgiving the person for whatever they did. I Because that would take away all of the accountability. So then you still need to hold them accountable for what they did, what they done, and whatever. But you know, you gotta forgive yourself for letting yourself into that situation. Take the lesson out of it. What did you learn out of that experience? Unique said, "It's okay to cry. You will one day meet someone who will never let you cry alone. You're strong and worthy." Very true. Ashley is asking, has Tyler thought about reaching out to me? Has Tyler thought about reaching out to me? I think so. Ashley, you got the Chariot. The Chariot is the card of focus and direction. On a quick gamble of yes or no, I would say, yeah, he probably thought about it. Now, the question of the card itself is all about focus, all about control into the situation. I'm not telling you need to control the other person, uh, but focus on what you have at this moment. Focus on whatever projects. Put attention to that, and whenever this person decides to reach out to you, then yay, it's profit, right? You're welcome. Mm, 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 mm. Boom. Oh boy. Devora is asking, what does my future look like? Guys, I don't necessarily do future, okay? I can pull a card and I'll give you a card for reflection. Well, all right. Of course. Curvy Kush, of course. The High Priestess. On reverse. All right. This person here. Boom. Gone. So, Devora, this might be the time where you need to start, trusting your intuition a little bit more. Or maybe you have been acting like or doing things such as in a matter where you just simply have hesitation and don't trust your own instincts. So think about it right now. Are you not making decisions? Are you just not feeling confident enough because you don't have enough information, or just because you're doubting yourself? Trust your intuition and get moving in what you need to do. Okay. You're very welcome. Curvy Kush. Let's see. Let's see. You just want a card for reflection? Deep Tishadari, you're very welcome. Colorful, thank you. Okay, whenever they're available, I like to read if they're open to it. Can you tell when will someone come to my life? You will like 100% on a loved one? Okay, you will love one. Okay, all right. All right, Curvy Kush. What does Curvy Kush needs to know at this moment? Six of Pentacles. Six of Cups. I'm sorry. All right, we got Six of Cups, Curvy Kush. This is a card of nostalgia, old loves. You know, when you look back and everything is just kind of sweet and nice. Just think about the past. If right now you're missing on something at this moment, just think about, you're missing something that you had in the past, and at this moment you just simply don't have. This may be a person, this may be a thing. Ask yourself, what made you, or what gave you that very same feeling? What is your motivation, in order to receive that very same feeling that you missed having in the past? Why do I say that? Because a lot of times we look to the past and we romanticize certain things. Um, you've been thinking about that question so much, girl. Oh my god! But you actually have to sit down and think if you actually miss that thing or that person, or you miss the feeling of it. Okay. Ask yourself if you're actually missing the person or you're missing the feeling. You miss the person, not the feeling. But let's be completely realistic here. Is there a way you can still get back with that person? He blocked you. So by being realistic, okay? By being realistic, because I tell you guys all the time, it don't matter if it's not, if all the, all the doors are closed, guess what? Then we need to move on because otherwise it becomes toxic. Um, you know that you can probably have that feeling that you have with that person through a different way. God knows how. But if it's not possible anymore, it's just like somebody that passes away, right? You still have his sisters. Yeah. So it's almost like somebody who passes away. You just gotta let it be. You just gotta let it go and take care of yourself because I think that's the most important part that most people don't actually look at. And we're just sitting and longing for that for so long, but um there you go. I need to make sure the other peeps around you are taken care of also. Okay. I still got user 1A, blah, 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 blah. I don't even know if they're still here. User, bunch of numbers. Where you at? Are you still here? Layla. Nivadita, hello. How's it going? Nivadita is looking for a. Nivadita is looking for a card for career. Okay. All right, let's see. What do we have for Nivadita today? What do they need to hear about career? Not a ones. Oh gosh. Okay. Nivadita. We got the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is a guy who literally he just gets up and gets going. Okay, so ask yourself, have you made sure that you're actually moving accordingly to anything you've been planning, all of your aspirations? Um, have you been confident enough? Because also the Knight of Wands is somebody who's very, very confident. Have you made sure that you're moving confidently? Be confident and go at it. Okay. Do you have any questions about this card? One, two. Yes, I'm preparing for a government officer exam, and I'm happy. Cool. Glad to help you. We got Layla. Layla is asking, Layla or Lila, will Edu respond to me? Will Edu respond to Layla? The devil on reverse. All right, Layla, we got the devil on reverse on a quick gamble of yes or no. This could have been most likely a no. Um, Also, the devil on reverse signals getting out of some sort of obsession or getting out of, bad habits, drinking, smoking, vaping, all that stuff, or even obsessive thoughts, because the devil is also in that. Okay. Angel, thank you so much for sharing. Angel is asking, will I get a good husband one day? You're welcome, Layla. Moonchild, thank you so much for the heart. All right. Angel, will I get a good husband one day for Angel? Angel is asking if you'll get a good husband one day. Yeah, you will. Oh, thank you so much. Oh my God, I love you so much. Thank you. Thank you for the gifts. I really appreciate it. Um, Angel, you will get it. Yes. However, we got the death card, and I know it's super scary. We all hate seeing the death card, but this is the card that signals when we are open to change. Okay. Ask yourself, have you been open to change? Have you been open to let go off? And then when we say let go off, it can be people, things, habits, um, all sorts of things, processes, situations. Let those things die. You see the death. Let those things die, just so you can open up and receive something new. Okay. Moonchild, I really appreciate the gifts. Um, Sante. Is Alex the right man for me? All right. Is Alex the right man for Sante? King of Cups on reverse. Sante, on a quick gambling of yes or no, this would have been a no with the King of Cups on reverse. The King of Cups is a man who can be very, very emotionally manipulative. He can be moody. He cannot deal well with emotions. He can also be a really heavy drinker. So if somehow those descriptions match your person, ask yourself, is it worth it? Is it worth your time? Because remember, you don't get time back. You can get money back. You can't get time back. Jade, thank you so much for the heart. Double A, thank you for the rose. Thank you. All right, let me see who else. We got Jade. Gee, you guys. Will Sadie ever contact me? If so, how many months? It's about a year since we first met. What does Jade needs to know about Sadie? Jade, did you guys split up or something? Did you guys had a bad ending? What happened over there? By this card, I don't really think so. This is a card of regret. That's the card of regret or loss. I know. I was hoping for a yes too, but if I pick a card, I gotta pick a card, right? I don't know. That could be both either parties. It does not say. I'm not gonna. Come on. You've been long enough with me to know that I don't try to invent stuff. I just look at the card and then you guys are supposed to figure it out because it's your life. It's your life. You know better than I do. She blocked you and it's been a year old, baby. If she blocked you and it has been a year, baby, I would have moved on then. And look, I've been on a situation for like about 2 years, and this over here helping you guys figure it out, things out, have actually helped me quite a bit. Unique is saying, never feel bad for loving a person, even if they do not return. Just love yourself back the way they were to, and allow the correct person to be the one who you give your love to next. You need to learn a lesson or teach. Show them. Don't feel bad for yourself. You deserve better. Heal well and get better, dear. You can do it. We can do it. Very well done, Unique. Very well done. We met in May or last year. She blocked me around October. Oh, I see. Yeah, that is a card of grief. So grief or loss. If I was asking that kind of question myself and I got that card, I would just focus on healing that regret or that loss. If they come back, then yeah, that's a nice surprise. But if they don't, at least I'm focusing on moving on. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Oh my god, there's somebody here on the very top that I don't even see her stuff. Josephine, thank you. Josephine is asking, is my boyfriend seeing someone else? Hey Hannah. Yeah, we back again. I had to come back for the midnight crew, you know. Today's quite slow. Today's pretty slow, but it's all good. Hangman. Hangman, Josephine. I don't think your boyfriend is seeing somebody else, but your mile may vary. This is someone you see. This is the hangman. This is a guy who just tied up his own leg while he's standing up, and he's like, "Oh my god, I'm so hopeless." But he hung himself that very same way. So I know it's kind of right weird, but it's when we put ourselves into certain situations for whatever reason. All right, we got for the next because it does not comply with it for you. Mental health. What? I just got restricted for what? Oh wow. Wow. That's a first, guys. I just got restricted for 10 minutes. What was I talking about self-harming here? Was I talking about self-harm? I don't think I was talking about self-harm. Weird. Well, no, I just got an alert that I got reported for whatever. So I guess whatevs. All right. Good morning, Tanya. Yeah, someone reported me for whatever. I don't know. It's all good. It's all right. I guess I ain't getting nobody else for 10 minutes. Double A. Alex, will Mary Lou and I get back together? Shit. Oh, maybe because I talked about. Oh, okay. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, I did talk about a vice when I got that devil card. So maybe, I don't know. Anyways, I got Queen of Swords. If Mary Lou and you will get back together. On a quick gamble of yes or no, that could have been a yes. Um, but Queen of Swords is always talking about the truth, telling others the truth, telling yourself the truth. She's very logical. She is very, very, very clear on what she wants. So if that happens, just be aware that Mary Lou might ask you all the questions. Tanya is asking, will John reach out by March for a conversation? All right, let's see. Will John reach out by March for a conversation? Oh, got two cards out. All right, I guess I'm gonna get out of TikTok for a little bit. What time is 1:37? Okay. Man, that sucks. Anyways, um, Tanya, we got two cards over here that kind of shows completion. Okay. Um, we got the world, which, as I said, um, it's completing a cycle. It's a cycle that has been closed. And then we also got death, which is a death of something. Did you guys end up in bad terms? Tanya. Oh, yeah. By pulling the cards, this just indicates a finished cycle, the world and death. So you need to let that go, let go of that, let go of that person. Just something new can come in. I know it's hard, especially after 14 years. It's almost like it's a very ingrained habit, and I know it hurts a lot. I mean, I've been together with someone in the past when this person passed away, um, for at least 9 years back in the day, and it was not easy. But yeah, and What do the cards show for my future? Let's see. You're welcome. Yeah, I always tell everybody else is my witness. I always tell them, um, get a mani patty, get some face products for moisturizing. Put on some makeup, wear some perfume, even inside the house. Just feel good about yourself. It doesn't sound like a whole lot, but it's an act of self love and self care. Sometimes by doing that, it shows us subconsciously that we appreciate ourselves. You know what I mean? All right, let's get a card for him now. Oh, look at you. And it looks like look out for somebody around you or somebody maybe coming over. I don't know if it's gonna be an apology or if that's gonna be like a lovey-dovey communication, maybe telling you or asking you out. Um, the Three of Pentacles could also be someone from work, someone you work with, or someone you go to school with. This can also signal someone that can actually build and grow things together. That is very good, actually. No, no, not necessarily your past. Not necessarily your past. No. So when it's a page of cups, it is someone who is already present in your circle. If it was the Ace of Cups, it could have been somebody popping up, right? But the page is someone within your circle, people you already have relationships with. Bargavi Sonawane. That was a long name. One card for Bargavi. Let's get a card for Bargavi. You're welcome. Bargavi, we got the Two of Pentacles and we also got the Five of Swords. So this is the card of the first one is balancing out, balancing acts. And the other one is either ignoring when people try to provoke you or getting out of, some sort of a discussion, altercation, conflicts. Um, you know, so those two cards pretty much just tell you just to make sure you stay away or you keep yourself out of it or you try to keep yourself out of it, even if you are in a chaotic place, chaotic environment. Yes, no, maybe, disappear. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. You have any questions? God, I'm dry. Two oh seven a.m. Huh. All right. Do you guys have any more questions? You guys can keep sending questions until I try to get back on the other one. If not, I'm probably just gonna go to bed. Today's pretty slow. Pretty slow. Everybody's like, no, no. Shiva, Shiva, please provide guidance. Things are not going well. What guidance do you need with Shiva? What guidance do you need right now? Career. So, do you need a new job? Are you looking for a new job? Are you going to pass on an interview? Study related. You need to study. Okay. Nothing specific. All right. Let's see. Two cards. Two cards. Have you been working a lot? Or have you been studying a lot? What is going on? You've been working or studying a lot, or do you have a job right now? Do you don't have a job right now? Preparation for exam and searching for a job. Okay. It looks like you're gonna be okay. I mean, we got the six of wands, which is a card of victory. I will probably tell you don't overextend yourself. Sometimes we're just like trying to do way too much, and by doing way too much, we end up overextending ourselves. So sometimes, like, less is more. Less is more. I'm not telling you to stop studying or stop looking for a job. Surely, if you gotta survive and you gotta do that, then you gotta do that. But you gotta know when is the time to, when is the time to study, when is the time to work, and when is the time to have fun. So think about that. Okay. All right. All right, guys. I am going to call it a night. I'm gonna call it a night. It's already almost 2. Yeah, go ahead. Ask a question. Ask away. Ask away. You're welcome. You have a great night. Borgavi, I'm trying to go home. I'm trying to go home. I'm trying to go to bed soon. I'm trying to log off. What's your question? Did you make the right decision by letting go of one person? Yeah. Was that person mean to you? Crush. Just a crush. Yeah. You get rid of that crush just so you can find true love. See? Mm. You're welcome. All right. I will see you guys later. Thank you for stopping by.